What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Damien After Dark. I'm so glad that you decided to join me, where we will be recapping and discussing the latest episode of Baddies Caribbean. But before we begin, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button, click that thumbs up button. That helps me get into the algorithm. Like the video, I would really appreciate that. If you don't do anything else, please just like this video. Throughout the video, if you want to join in on the conversation, get in the comment section below. Your thoughts and opinions matter. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about anything that I talk about in this video, okay? Because we got some things to talk about, all right, other than baddies, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. Now, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, today is my birthday. Not to toot my own horn or nothing. June 17th. It's actually midnight when I'm recording this video. It's 12:04 right now, so it's officially my birthday. I don't make big deals about my birthday, y'all, because my man friend, I was on the phone with him earlier, and he was like, "Are you not gonna do anything big for your birthday? Are you not gonna celebrate?" My brother and my sister-in-law earlier, they were like trying to take me out to the club. I'm like, y'all, I'm such an old man. No, I do not want to go to the club. I need to go home. I've got to film YouTube videos, and then I got to go to bed because I've got to get up tomorrow and be a responsible adult and go to work, and I've got things that I got to do. You know, I guess that's just me being an adult now. You know, being an old man, even though I'm still young. But I'm just not, like, I got so drunk Friday night, y'all. Like, listen, if you want to hear more about my weekend and all that good stuff, I'll talk about that more on my podcast, the Damien After Dark podcast, episode 403. Will be coming out after this video if you guys want to go check that out, where we'll be talking about a lot more of my weekend. Before we begin, before we get into the video, I wanted to discuss some things, because some of you may be noticing that I did not go live tonight. Some of you may notice that we're not talking about Baddies live, because like what I planned on doing was recapping Baddies, talking about Baddies on my podcast live on Sunday nights, as well as doing this recap. But I came to the decision today. I'm just like, not today. It's actually a decision I've been grappling with over the last few days, actually a few weeks, to not do lives, not anymore. I'm just not going to do continual Sunday night lives, okay? It gotten to a point, there's a few reasons why I'm not doing the lives anymore. It's not just a sole reason, it's a combination of things. One of those things is it got to feel like a job, right? It got to feel like a point of where it was no longer, not that it wasn't fun, because I loved sitting on this live and kikiing with y'all all night. But it got to be very time consuming, right? We'd be up here 5-6 a.m. and that's my fault too. I'm not blaming any of you guys. I did it voluntarily because I loved doing it. But you know, I'm going to bed 5-6 a.m. My Sundays were, my Sundays were no longer a relaxation day. Yeah, you can relax at the beginning of the day, but like for instance tonight I didn't do a live, and I was able to celebrate Father's Day at a barbecue at my stepfather's house, right? My stepdad had a barbecue. I had a great time, and I didn't have to worry about, I have to be home at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, by 8 o'clock to get ready for the live by 9:30. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it got to become like, okay, this is like a job now. And don't get me wrong, I get it. YouTube is sort of like a job, but I enjoy doing YouTube more when I can pre-record these videos like this. 1 to 2 hours filming a video, uploading, editing it, boom, I can move on to the next thing, right? The lives had become they just become difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It became hard doing them every Sunday night, right? And I'm not a huge YouTuber too. Let's talk about that. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not an Armand Wiggins. I'm not a Funky Dineva. I don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, to where if I do a live on Sunday night and it does feel like work, I'm going to get paid hefty for it. And again, I don't do the YouTube just to get paid. When the first few years I did YouTube, the first year I did YouTube, I didn't make anything. I did it for fun. And I still do it for fun. It doesn't feel like a job, right? But it did get to that point to where it did feel like a job. And I'm working on how I can transition that and do it differently. I don't know. I'm open to ideas. You guys are always giving me new ideas, and I appreciate that. Now, another thing that became a problem with the lives, or the drama, right? If you've been here on the lives, it's no secret you've probably experienced it yourself, or you've witnessed it, where there will be a lot of drama and cattiness and arguing in the comment section while we're trying to talk about topics in the show. And sometimes one half of the comment section may be fighting and talking about drama, and the other half is we're talking about baddies, or we're talking about hot topics, and it's just like it deviates. Is it deviate? Yeah, it completely deviates from what we're talking about. Is that the right word? I'll be using wrong words sometime. Let me give myself an English lesson today. Yeah, deviate, depart from an established course. The drama deviates from what we got going on over here. And I get it, y'all. We fight in comment sections. It happens. Somebody says something you don't like. Somebody says something you don't agree with. You might get into it with them. It happens. But here's where I think people are getting this shit fucked up. Here's where I think people are thinking this shit is sweet over here, and it's not. When you expect me, Damien, this person said this. Do this or else this. Damien, this person said this. Block them now. Ban them. Dude, what the fuck do I look like? The principal? I don't see any other creators having to police their subscribers. I don't see any other creators having to, be a moderator. I'm not a moderator. And that's another thing I'm going to work on. Like the next time I start getting back, because I'm going to do some lives in the future, maybe like some surprise lives. Maybe we'll go live on the season finale. I don't know. But moving forward, I'm going to look on getting a moderator. I'm going to look on getting, because a lot of people have mentioned getting a moderator. I've got some people in mind that I think could possibly do that. Just to have somebody, because I don't want to be a moderator. I'm not moderating comments. Content creators, the YouTubers I watch they don't really monitor their comments. To be honest, I think where I've fucked up in my past, unfortunately, is that I try to read every comment and I try to engage with every single one of you, because I really appreciate you guys being here. Like, honestly. And I think to where I start engaging with everybody and I start forming these relationships with you guys, some people gets it fucked up. And some people think shit's sweet around here, and that like I'm their friend, or I'm their best friend, that they can tell me, look, do this, be loyal to me. I can't do that, y'all. The same people y'all asking me to ban, block, get rid of are the same people who's been here like you since the beginning. And I'm supposed to block them, or I'm supposed to do something to them because you got upset? That's between y'all two. I don't like it. I don't like when people put me in that position. I don't like underhanded threats. I don't like being told, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. If X, Y, and Z happens, that like more than it pisses me off, it hurts. And we're gonna get into the episode. I have to talk about this, but it hurts my feelings more than it pisses me off, because a lot of you have been with me through this entire YouTube journey. A lot of you have been following me since I started, and a lot of you know what the Zeus Network did to me, and how they came for me and my account and got it taken down, and all that drama that happened, right? So for like, and again, this is not directed at one person, because there's not just been one isolated incident. There's been multiple incidents of drama. But I just ask y'all to please have some respect for me and what I'm trying to do here and what I'm trying to create. This is supposed to be a place of happiness, positivity, a place that you can come to laugh. When I see comments like, I watch these videos, and I'm going through depression and it helps me. That's the shit this is about. Not your petty fucking drama. And for those of you who do have petty drama in the comment section and don't come to me about it and you handle it on your own and you move on like a grown motherfucking adult, thank you. I appreciate that. For those of you who've watched me, for those of you who are here right now, okay, and listen, those of you who get in fights and get in drama, I'm not mad at you. I love you. I still care about you. And I hope you'll still tune in. I hope you will still tune in, and I hope you will still watch my videos. But at the end of the day, let me say this again before I move on. Don't think shit is sweet over here. Because let me tell you what triggers me more than anything. I'm a nice person. I have always been a nice person. I'll get that shirt off my back. It's just who I am. I'm just a genuinely nice person. So people mistake that quickly for me being soft, for me being weak, for me being a timid. And that's where you will really get me fucked up. Because baby, it's Gemini season and you will see another side to me. I've got a whole other evil twin that will eat you alive with this mouth. Do you hear me? Do not play with me. Do not play with me. Do not play with this YouTube channel, okay? I may not get wealthy off of YouTube, but it helps me out. But YouTube helps me pay my bills. YouTube helps me travel. YouTube helps me do things that I couldn't usually do. It's that extra money, right? So please don't let your petty drama get things misconstrued. I love y'all. I really do. But it's not that deep to where I'm just to start banning people. Do we have an understanding? And let's please, I'm asking everyone to follow the YouTube guidelines, okay? That is very important. Please don't be telling other subscribers to off themselves. Please don't be using any kind of language. We can cuss each other, right? Bitch, fuck you, hoe. But don't go to the gutter. Don't go dark. Do not violate the YouTube guidelines, because I'm not trying to go there. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to follow the guidelines, and I'm trying to have a safe, productive, positive channel and environment, okay? And before I wrap this up, I truly am sorry for those of you who enjoyed the lives, who maybe never got into any drama, or even those of you that did get into drama and you'd enjoyed the lives, and maybe you're upset that we're ending them. Maybe we'll bring them back. I just need some space, and I just need some time away from them, okay? I need my Sunday nights back for a while. I know we just came off that break when Baddies East ended. But again, I just don't know if the live route is for me right now. I think I need to stick to the pre-recorded videos. I have more control. I'm more at peace. It's nothing personal. Again, please, nobody take this personal, because I love each and every one of y'all. I'm going to get mad at you. Where's my... I'm not to single you out. I'm going to single one of my subscribers out. My girl Mystical, that I love dearly. That we had a little... Mystical, you already know. I ain't got to go into details. We had a little spat over this same issue, right? And Mystical still shows up to my lives. And Mystical still has a good time. And we still cut up and we still talk and we moved past it. Because that's what friends do, right? Because you guys are my friends. I just don't want it to blur those lines. I don't want those lines to be blurred to where y'all think that you could talk to me any kind of way. Because it's not going to happen. Now, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Alright. Let's get into the episode. I don't have too many notes on the episode, but we're going to talk about it. Which we see the girls packing up. They're leaving Barbados. We know that on this season of Baddies Caribbean, they're island hopping. They're going to Barbados. Now they're headed to Puerto Rico. We see Sapphire and Jayla in a scene packing up. They're packing their things. They're getting things together. Now that bite mark on Jayla, it's so visible and so obvious at this point. I understand her being so upset. It looks so awful. I would be pissed, right? Because that's a permanent scar, right? That's a permanent mark that's on her body forever. Now y'all know what else is awful? I love you, Jayla. But that wig. Baby, that wig. That wig. Jayla, babe. And see, that's why I got my hair covered right now. Because I really can't be talking, Jayla. But it's so stiff. I don't know. It's something that wig don't move. It just looks very cheap. I don't know. Now, Jayla, speaking of Jayla, she talks about how, going to Puerto Rico, they're going to be flying on a private jet, and, she can't fly commercial. She can't fly Delta like the girls like you and I. She can't fly American. Jayla can't get on Spirit. She says her and her girls get to ride on the private jet. Listen, maybe I'm being too sensitive. Because maybe Jayla was just joking. But it does give a little bit of elitism. Because just just be humble, Jayla. Because let's be real. If you weren't licking Natalie's asshole, you wouldn't be on that private jet. You wouldn't even be on Baddies. So to say that you can't fly commercial, I bet you fly commercial when you ain't on Zeus Networks, clock. I bet you fly commercial when you trying to get from point A to point B for work or for Dubai trips. What you mean you can't fly commercial? Did y'all fly? Listen, I'll get on a Spirit flight in a heartbeat. I'm not too good. These girls that be out here acting like they too good for shit, I can't do it. Let me tell y'all something. I could hit 1 million subscribers tomorrow and get rich, and a bitch gonna still get on Delta. You hear me? I could hit the motherfucking lotto tomorrow, and a bitch still gonna get on American. I might be in first class, but I ain't never too good, ho, for a commercial flight. And you better humble yourself, Jayla. Baby girl. Because last time I checked, Zeus had you walking. And last time you checked, didn't you say Zeus had you walking? Put you out on the streets? So you went from the private jet to walking? Okay. Jayla tells Sapphire that she feels like she's the nicest one in the group. Oh, Jayla, you're just gonna keep taking the L's. The nicest? Bitch, where? Where? Nicest where? You're a mean girl, sis. For the most part. Now, we see later Jayla does some things that I was proud of her for. She apologized to Biggie, right? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Now, moving on from Jayla and Sapphire, we see Scotty is upset because she has lost her passport, right? Which apparently you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico because that's a part of U.S. territory, if I'm not mistaken. However, I think where the issue, because people were getting confused, I saw online, people were like, how can she not go to Puerto Rico? She doesn't have to have a passport. But that's the case when you're coming from America to Puerto Rico. You don't have to have your passport. But if you're coming from another foreign country other than America, like Barbados, you have to have your passport. Scotty was going from Barbados to Puerto Rico. So those Barbados airport officials, they want to see your passport, right? So that's where the issue came into play. Now, what do y'all think of Scotty's confessional look, by the way? What do y'all think of this confessional look? The Hello Kitty. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen. I just hope I don't get in trouble by the YouTube, because they big on. I put a thumbnail of Tommy in a bathing suit. They flagged it for nudity, so I'm trying to be careful. But I kind of like that little Hello Kitty look. I thought it was cute. But, Zeus fooled us when the trailer dropped, when they showed us that edit of Scotty crying, saying, "Where am I supposed to go, Nat?" Well, I'm glad to know that the reason that she was crying was not because Natalie had just pimped her out or, was allegedly pimp slapping her or anything like that. I'm glad to know that it wasn't anything like that. She was crying because she's like, I don't have my passport. What am I supposed to do? Right? She's upset. Visibly. If you lost your passport and you were in a foreign country, wouldn't you be fucking a wreck? Emotional? What do you do in a situation like that? Are you stuck in that country until they can get you another passport? Child. Now, come to find out, whole time we're thinking that Scotty is going to get left in Barbados. We thinking Scotty ain't going to Puerto Rico. And the whole time, we see a production member come out and say, Scotty, look what I found. I have your wallet. And I'm just like, this smells fishy. This smells like a setup by Todd. This seemed like production intentionally hid her passport. Or maybe Janisha hid that passport. Janisha, I see you, girl. Because you know Janisha be with him behind the scenes. We just don't see her. Janisha be behind the curtain back there. We just don't see her. Maybe Janisha said, I'm going to hide her passport and, get this bitch riled up. But I'm like, production, I know what y'all did. Y'all took Scotty's passport and put it in your pocket just to get her riled up, just to get some emotion for the camera. Let's get something going. Or maybe she really lost it in production found it. I don't know. Y'all know I like to have my little conspiracies over here. Now that all the girls get on a Zeus Network private jet, and baby, them jets were nice. Okay? Those jets were nice cuz usually we see and the baddies, they used to ride in those older private jets with like the old brown carpet, like the early 2000s jets, which don't get me wrong, bitch. I would ride in any private jet, okay? Well, I say any, but then I don't want to ride no old one that's going to probably break down. But put me on any private jet that's nice, good, and running with a good engine. Put me on it. I don't care what the carpet look like. But this one was very nice. It was very modern. It was very upscale. It was giving very much posh. It was giving very much elite. It was giving very much bougie. And who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Natalie Nunn and her chin screaming, I run LA back in 2009 on the Bad Girls Club. Who would have thought? 15 years later, here she is, flying on private jets all around the world. Executive producer of a hit show. See, never dream too small, right? That's proof that you too can fuck your way to the top. No, I'm just kidding. Because I think Natalie deserves her. Whether she fucked her way to the top or not, I don't know what Natalie did. But one thing you can't take away from sis, she a boss. Okay? Not a boss. Not a boss. A boss. Okay? Kudos to you, Natalie. And I also think it's dope that all the girls got to ride on a private jet. Because y'all know, like in the past seasons, they only had the budget for one private jet. So Natalie and her select few of girls got to ride on it. But this season, they got two. Now, you know you got money. You know you got money when you got your own jet. And then you get another jet for your additional crew. I'm just saying. Now, Natalie's asking the girls, she's got her group of girls on the jet. Jayla, Scotty, we see Diamond the Body was there. Natalie says she's trying to separate Diamond the Body and Tinkerbella, so she's letting Diamond the Body ride with them. And she asked the girls, what do y'all think about Gretchen? We're going to Puerto Rico. How do y'all feel about Gretchen coming with us? And Jayla opens up and gets a little emotional about her scar that she's got. And she's like, it's hard for me to move past what I have with this girl when I look at this permanent scar that I have on me. It kind of reminds me of the Red and Natalie fight on BGC 13. Y'all remember that? When Red bit Natalie right there? I think it was like a similar spot. Now y'all are twins. Natalie and Jayla are the Scar twins. Scarred, both of them. Bit plugs right out of them. Ooh. Why y'all be doing that? I wouldn't want to bite nobody. I'm sorry. Like, I think it's more of a survival thing. Like, when you get in a vulnerable position, like say somebody's got you in a headlock and you're in a vulnerable spot, maybe you bite because you don't have any other option. But I'm thinking about, like, you don't know what nobody got. You don't know if they got scabies. I don't know. Shit. Now, what y'all think of the Puerto Rico house? They arrived in Puerto Rico, which now that I know that you don't have a now that I know you don't have to have a passport to go to Puerto Rico, I'm kind of like looking at Puerto Rico like, okay. Anybody been? What y'all think about Puerto Rico? Is it worth visiting? What did y'all think about the house that they were in? Because it looked like what once was a hotel that they've turned, or maybe like what once were apartments or something, and it was turned into like one big house. I don't know. That was a really odd house. It was interesting, and it was very beautiful on the inside, certain parts of it, especially Natalie's room. I loved Natalie's room, her little suite that she had. But it was very much giving like old hotel turned into home. I don't know. Definitely different. It was definitely different. Now, Biggie, we see she goes and finds her room tonight. Biggie goes and finds her room tonight, or on the episode, and Biggie, she gotta be gay. I'm sorry, y'all. Biggie's gotta be gay. She's gotta be bisexual, something. Because Biggie, when she was going in her room, where she had that hood on and she had them sunglasses on, yeah, yeah, bro. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. Bro, what's up? Yeah, bro. Oh, my God, bro. This is what's up. Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Yeah. Bro, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, literally, if I had not known no better, I would be like wondering, is Biggie a man? No shade. No shade. Can we be honest without being sensitive and without being like, oh my God. Like, literally, I'm just trying to figure out what man gonna be one, like no shade, B, because like I, I hate to say that Biggie's actually grown on me, but I don't see many men wanting to be with a manly woman. Do y'all know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying that there aren't men that would fuck Biggie, because there are plenty of men that would bend Biggie over and tap that. Okay, but I'm talking about like, take me down the aisle, long-term commitment. Biggie, sis, sometimes I just wish you would like Biggie has times where she's soft and she's girly, and and there's nothing wrong with being in touch with your masculine and your feminine energy, right? Because I'm like that. I have masculine energy. I have lots of feminine energy. You have a little bit of both, but I'm gay. Do straights have masculine and feminine energy? Maybe I'm ignorant on this topic. Do the straights have masculine and feminine? I don't know. I'm confused with Biggie. I'm really confused. Now, Natalie says that Dia had to take a different route to get to Puerto Rico because her passport is a Bahamian passport. And I'm thinking, I thought Dia lived in New York. Didn't she say she lived in New York City? Didn't she say she moved from the Bahamas when she was 2 years old to New York City? Maybe I heard wrong. But I just figured she would have had a passport. And here's another thing. If you know you're going to be on a show that is called Baddies Caribbean, and you're going to be traveling to international countries, islands, whatever, why would you not go get your passport up to date, renewed, whatever, before filming took place? Why would you go on this show without a valid, up-to-date U.S. passport? I'm just trying to figure that out, Dia. But while you're gone, Dia, and while you're taking another route, just take a route to the United States and go back home and stay where you were, because you're really useless for this show, and the fans really aren't feeling ya, and we really don't care to see ya, Dia. See ya, Dia, because you're really giving nothing. Now, Natalie, while talking to some of the girls, she tells them that she has Asian Doll coming, which is, Asian Doll is a rapper. She's more, I wouldn't say she's mainstream. She's not a Nicki Minaj. She's more on a Cash Doll level. You know what I'm saying? I would say Asian Doll is more on a is it safe to say like a Sukihana level? Is it safe to say like she's, not to say that they're down there, but everybody starts somewhere in their career. Some could say I'm like, in the lower of the totem pole of the YouTube world. It's just a fact. Now Diamond the Body tells Natalie that she doesn't have an issue with Asian Doll, but she noticed that Asian Doll used to follow her on Instagram, and now that she doesn't follow her. And I'm just like, oh Lord, here we go. Another social media beef, another social media storyline. All this stuff, all these girls are casted strategically because production already knew that production already knew that Diamond the Body had a beef with Asian Doll. Let's cast Asian Doll because we can get a fight out of Diamond the Body and Asian Doll. Production also knew that Asian Doll had beef with Mariah Lynn, I believe it is. Let's bring Asian Doll on. She's got a lot of followers. She can bring her followers over here to Zeus. We can get fights out of her. It's all contrived, y'all. All of it. What I like to call stunt casting. Okay? Now, what in the Sunday school preacher's wife was Sapphire wearing in that confessional? Okay, I'm gonna put it on the screen up here, if I can. If I can get it up here on the screen, we're gonna put it on the screen. Can we put it on the screen? Oh, it's up there. Is it up there? It's up there. Sapphire, babe. Who put her in this? Who allowed her to walk out to that chair and sit down and wear this? Somebody hired this girl a stylist, and if she did have a stylist for this, fire them immediately. And let's get this girl a trained professional. What the? I'm like, what the fuck is she wearing? That just wasn't cute, Sapphire. It was very much given the deacon's wife. It was very much given, let me put a prayer cloth over my knees and let me cross my legs and sit here like a good wife and do what my husband says. Amen, praise, thank you, Jesus. That's what it was giving me. Now we see Callie and Gretchen. We see a scene with Callie and Gretchen, right? Callie and Gretchen are talking. Callie has felt like an outcast this season, so she feels bad for Gretchen because Gretchen has become an outcast with her, overuse of the N-word. So Callie's talking to Gretchen about kind of being an outcast, trying to relate to her a little bit, get her side of the story, and get to know her a little bit outside of all the girls and the drama of what is going on. Now, I'm glad that Callie kept it a buck with Gretchen, unlike these bitches like Wendoli and all these other girls who are like, this is where she comes from, she don't mean nothing by it. No. Callie, spoke her mind. She told Gretchen that she was offended by the things that Gretchen said. She said, with Gretchen saying that word, that there's a deeper meaning to it. It has a deeper historical context to it, and it's offensive when people that are not of color say those words. And I'm just thinking, Callie, you shouldn't even be educating this girl at this point, because how many episodes have we watched where girls on this show, on this cast, have tried to explain to this bird brain why she shouldn't be saying it, and she just can't seem to get it through her narrow fucking skull. Here's the issue I have with Gretchen, okay? Because we could forgive, we could forget, we can move on. But the issue with Gretchen is the moment that Jayla told her that this is offensive to me, this is offensive to this group of black women that you're in a room with, the moment she said that, it should have been shut down. Immediately. No ifs, ands, buts. No, I'm from Puerto Rico. No, my great grandfather's black. No, my kids are. None of that. Shut it down. You should have immediately, Gretchen, said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm mortified that I hurt your feelings. You know, this. I promise this is just how I was raised. I did not mean anything by it. I will no longer say it." But instead, you continue to double down. You continue to double down, Beetlejuice. The moment it was brought up that the collective was offended, you should have shut it down, Gretchen. But instead, she continued to double down, and that's why I won't give her a pass. Over here in my world, she don't get a pass. She's at the bottom of the totem pole for me when it comes to this cast and group of women. Have some fucking humility, Gretchen. Have some humility and take this as a learning lesson that it don't matter where the fuck you come from. When you leave where you come from, you gotta sometimes adapt and learn and change your behavior and your words that come out of your cocksucker. And stop with the "I was raised around it" excuse. Stop that shit. Because guess what? I was raised around it too. I heard the N word on a daily from my family. Not the ER, the A. And I don't say it. I don't feel the need to say it. We have to get to the root of why these people want to say this word so bad. And to me, I think it's because they think they look cool. They associate the N word with being gangsta, with being hood, with being hard. Right? So let me say it so I look hood. Let me say it so I look hard. Like I look like I'm a thug, nobody will fuck with me. You look weak, bitch. You look sad, ho. You look pathetic. Because you can't stand on your own and you can't be yourself without trying to portray this hard aesthetic about yourself. And there's nothing hard about you, Miss Gretchen, other than that mug. And then what gets me the most is that these girls that be talking all this cash money shit, like these Gretchens, like these Dias, and they be like, come on, come on, come on, and then can't fight for shit. Get knocked upside the head, get dragged up and down. Now she says that the word is like saying bitch to her. Gretchen says the word is like saying bitch. Like, I mean, there's a small part of me that gets what she's trying to say, but then again, there's the flip side that it's not okay. You may not have hatred coming from it when you say it. You may not be coming from a racist point of view or a racist mindset, but you still can't say it, sis. She continues to say, you know, I come from that. Callie says, come from what? Gretchen says, I come from that background. My peoples is black. My babies is black. My baby's daddies is black. As she continues to talk in her Mariah Lynn accent. As she continues to code switch. Because, you know, I guarantee you, if she was on a cast full of white girls, she'd be talking like a Valley girl. Like a Kardashian. My kid's black, my dad's black, my great-granddad's black, but you're not black, bozo. How many times we gotta fucking say it? Hello? I don't know. I'm tired of repeating myself, and I'm tired of talking about it, y'all. I know y'all are too. And Gretchen looks nothing like she does in her Instagram photos. Like, compared to her Instagram photos and then comparing it to her confessionals, yeah, she looks nothing like that. And Gretchen, you could be a pretty girl, but it starts right here, boo. It starts in your core. Now, Natalie FaceTimes Asian Doll. Asian Doll talks about, how she has a problem with Mariah Lynn from 2020. Something that happened when George Floyd passed away. Mariah Lynn said that Asian Doll should be protesting instead of being on Instagram Live or some shit like that. And I'm like, are we really rehashing a fight from 4 years ago? With this stunt casting that we did. We casted Asian Doll just so she could come fight Mariah Lynn over a beef that happened 4 years ago. There's nothing authentic about this show. There's nothing real about this show, y'all. It's all smoke and mirrors. Now, Natalie says, hopefully we can eat a nice meal tonight before the house meeting. Girl, miss me with that. We know y'all don't get to eat over there. We know every time y'all sit down to eat dinner, we don't see no plates, we don't see no chicken, we don't see no shrimp, we don't see no steak, we don't see no surf and turf, bitch. We barely see a glass of water. What dinner are you talking about, sis? Just say y'all going to fight. You're calling this house meeting so girls can fight. This shit might as well be Days of Our Lives at this point. Get these hoes a script. My eyes itching. Now, we saw Diamond the Body apologize to Tinkerbella in this episode, which I think was probably 3 or 4 episodes due. 3 or 4 episodes, late. About time we see Diamond the Body apologize to Tinkerbella. She says she should have never pulled her wig off. Even though if she would have never pulled the wig off, the two would probably never be on the show. So, really, Diamond the Body should be apologizing, but Tinkerbella should also be thanking her, like, thanks, bitch, you got us on the show. You know what I'm saying? But, nevertheless, I digress. I'm just glad that the two can move on and we can get over this storyline. I'm so over it. It's so annoying. It's all fake anyway. Now, speaking of apologizing, we see Jayla also apologize to Biggie, which I thought was huge. Jayla said, I apologize for doing that live with Natalie where we were being mean girls. We were being mean girls online. I said some things that I shouldn't have said that you did not deserve, that were unwarranted. And that to me was huge because it came up. That's how you give an authentic and genuine apology, ladies and gentlemen. What Jayla did, she owned her actions. She explained what the actions were that she did. She apologized for it. She expressed it. It seemed genuine. And I respect that. That's some grown women shit, right? And come on, we can fight. We can, just like I was talking about earlier in this live, we can argue, we can disagree, we can fight, and then we can move on. While Jayla is apologizing, Natalie's trying to apologize to Biggie as well. She's saying, me too. Me too, Biggie. Me too. And they all hug, and they all, have a positive, happy moment, which we know won't last too long, right? The fights are coming because in walks Gretchen. In walks Gretchen with Callie. Callie is bringing Gretchen to the girls to try to mend fences. She's bringing Gretchen to the girls to try to bring some peace to this situation, right? Callie doesn't want Gretchen to feel like an outsider or for all the girls to be ganging up on Gretchen. So she's bringing Gretchen into the lion's den for her to address them. Now, here's where it always goes sour. Every time that Gretchen addresses these girls about this situation, it goes left. Because as soon as she starts talking, Gretchen says, I feel like the moment I walked in the door, I got attacked from the get-go. I walked in and I got punched right out the bat. And Natalie's like, you got punched? Who punched you? Natalie, don't play dumb. You know who punched her. We all saw that. And Gretchen says, boom, that one, Meatball. And Meatball says, you want that? You want to run that? Let's go. And baby, Meatball drugged that little girl like a rag doll up and down that floor. And then she whopped her upside the head a few times. And did y'all notice? I want y'all to pay attention. Did y'all notice how Gretchen latched onto Meatball's leg. Gretchen was laying in the floor, and all of a sudden you see her latch onto Meatball's leg and grab. I truly believe Gretchen was about to or getting ready to bite Meatball. That is what I was explaining earlier about the whole defense mechanism thing. Gretchen can't fight, and girls like her that can't fight, when they do get in a situation where they have to fight and they're getting their ass beat, their only other way to defend themselves is to pull your hair or bite you. And I think that's what Gretchen was getting ready to do, getting ready to bite another one. Gretchen, you can bite somebody if you want to, sis. You keep on doing that biting if you want to. Somebody gonna really eat you up. That's how she defends herself. She runs her mouth, she gets popped, and then she bites. I just don't like the girl. I don't. And like I said earlier, I feel like girls like Mariah Lynn and Gretchen, they code switch. They talk a certain way when they're around a group of individuals. Certain groups of individuals, right? When Mariah Lynn and Gretchen are around their families, and they're around their Latina heritage, when they're around, their Puerto Rican people, they probably put the more Puerto Rican on. When they're, around black people, they try to put a black scent on. When they're around white people, they try to, Gretchen and Mariah Lynn, they try to do the Valley Girl, Kardashian. You can't, though. I know those kind of girls. We've all encountered those kind of girls in our lives, right? It's called code switching. People do it. Even guys do it. I've seen guys do it. But I don't get it, because, I'm just going to always be me. The fuck? I don't get it. Now, next week we see Asian Doll and Mariah come head to head, which I hope Asian Doll has a clean sweep. You get mopped, ho. Picture of me dressed in black, they calling me Miss Mary Matt. You get the picture. We also see Dust Bucket Street Rat Anna Mac crawls out from whatever hole she came out of. Anna Whack returns next week. I guess she allegedly sucked and fucked her way back on the show. I'm not looking forward to that one. But I guess we have no choice, right? What do y'all think? What did y'all think about the episode? How do y'all feel about Anna Whack coming back next week? What do y'all think about Asian Doll joining the show? Do you think it's a stunt casting move? She's strictly here to fight Mariah Lynn and Diamond the Body? And what do y'all think about Gretchen getting swept up by Meatball on the floor for a second time now? I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions on this episode. Please make sure you join the conversation below. Click that thumbs up button and like this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. And if you would like to support the Damien After Dark movement and help us sustain and grow our podcast, or if you just want to tip your boy for his birthday, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for anyone that chooses to take that route. Please be mindful that if you leave a super chat via YouTube, YouTube will take 50% of the money that you tip and donate to us creators, okay? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching me. You guys mean a lot to me, and I mean that, and I hope you guys feel that, and I hope you guys know that. I wouldn't be here without you, and each and every one of you, I genuinely and truly appreciate you, okay? From the bottom of my cold heart. I love you so much, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. Bye.